For thousands of years, humanity searched the skies for answers. In the stars, the sun, the moon, and the myths that shaped civilizations. But what if the stories we've been told are only half the truth? Here on Unmasking the Gods, we explore the hidden patterns of myth, religion, and the cosmos, uncovering the wisdom our ancestors left behind. If you're ready to see beyond the veil like this video, subscribe and join us each week as we continue unmasking the gods. The Milky Way, River of Souls. Where does the soul go when we die? For millennia, humanity has lifted its eyes to the heavens to find an answer. Above the dark earth, spanning the sky from horizon to horizon, lies a band of light. Countless stars woven together in a shining river. Today we call it the Milky Way, our galaxy. But to the ancients, it was far more than a collection of suns. It was the road of the dead, the bridge of souls, the river of eternity flowing across the sky. This is the story of the Milky Way in astrotheology, the myths, symbols, and rituals that saw the galaxy as the eternal path between this life and the next. To the naked eye, the Milky Way appears as a shimmering stream, a river of white mist across the night sky. It is brightest in summer, dim in winter, but always present. Before telescopes revealed its billions of stars, it was seen as a river, a road, or a scar of divine power. To the Egyptians, it was the celestial Nile, mirroring the sacred river below. Just as the Nile sustained life on earth, so too did its heavenly counterpart carry the souls of the dead to eternity. The goddess Nut arched across the sky, her body studded with stars, swallowing the sun each evening and birthing it again each dawn. To travel her star river was to return to the source. In Mesopotamia, the Milky Way was the heavenly river of Ea, the god of waters and wisdom. It marked the boundary between realms, a cosmic channel of divine order. To the Greeks, it was the Galaxius Kyklos, the Milky Circle, said to be formed when Hera's milk spilled across the heavens. In one myth, the infant Heracles, suckling from the goddess, caused the spray that became the stars. Thus the Milky Way was nourishment of the gods, immortality itself poured into the night. The Milky Way was often seen as a bridge linking earth and heaven. In Norse myth, the rainbow bridge Bifrost connected Midgard, the realm of men, with Asgard, the realm of the gods. Some traditions linked this shining bridge with the Milky Way, a celestial path trodden by heroes and spirits. Among the Maya, the Milky Way was the Waka-chan, the world tree. It rose like a great trunk through the sky, its branches connecting the underworld, earth, and heaven. Shamans saw it as the cosmic axis, a ladder climbed by souls and spirits. In China, it was the Silver River, Yin He. Across its shining span lived the cowherd and the weaver girl, lovers separated by the heavens, allowed to meet only once a year. On that day, magpies formed a bridge across the stars so the two could reunite. Japan inherited this myth as Tanabata, the festival of weaving and longing, where people hang wishes on bamboo and gaze at the Milky Way. Everywhere, the galaxy was more than stars. It was a connection between lovers, between worlds, between life and death. Most of all, the Milky Way was seen as the path of the dead. The Inca called it Mayu, the river of heaven, mirrored by the Vilcanota River on earth. They believed the souls of the dead traveled along this starry waterway, returning to the origin. Among the Aztecs, the Milky Way was the trail of spirits, warriors who died in battle, and women who died in childbirth. Their souls rose into the sky, joining the glowing stream. The Lakota Sioux called it the Spirit Road, a shining path that souls must walk after death. The Cherokee told of a dog who stole cornmeal and, fleeing across the heavens, spilled it, creating the starry trail. Yet this too became a path for souls. To many African peoples, it was the backbone of the sky. To the Khoisan of southern Africa, it was fire spilled by the gods, embers lighting a path for travelers of the night. To the Zulu, it was the guiding road of the ancestors. Wherever humanity gazed, they saw in the Milky Way the same truth, that death is not an end but a journey. And that journey takes place across a road of stars. Why milk? Why call it the Milky Way? Because to the Greeks, it was Hera's milk, essence of life, spilled in heaven. To drink it was to gain immortality. To see it was to glimpse the nourishment of the cosmos. To Hindus it was the Akash Ganga, the Ganges of the sky. Just as the earthly Ganges purifies sins, so the heavenly Ganges was the source of divine life, the stream from which the gods themselves drink. Milk is sustenance, the first food, the substance of the mother. And so the Milky Way became the cosmic breast, feeding not just infants but eternity itself. The Milky Way also served practical and symbolic roles as compass and axis. To ancient navigators, it was a guide across oceans and deserts. To shamans, it was the backbone of the sky, the axis around which the heavens turn. The Maya saw its great dark rift as the mouth of the underworld, where souls descend and ascend. In their cosmology, it was the very structure of creation, the spine of the universe. The galaxy was not only beauty, it was order. It was structure. It was the cosmic road that made sense of both the night sky and the soul's journey. Myths shaped rituals. Egyptians built tombs aligned with the Milky Way, believing the soul must sail across starry waters. Shamans in the Americas used its position to time ceremonies of death and rebirth. In China and Japan, festivals of weaving and reunion celebrated its silver river each summer. In many traditions, initiations were journeys across symbolic rivers, reflecting the Milky Way's role as passage from one life to another. Baptism itself echoes this, passing through water to enter new life, mirroring the passage of the soul through the cosmic river. The Milky Way is our galaxy. We know now it holds billions of stars, spiral arms, dark matter, and distant suns. Science has mapped it, measured it, and given it form. But myth gave it meaning long before astronomy. It was the Nile of heaven, the silver river, the spirit road, the Akash Ganga, the world tree, the bridge of lovers, the path of souls. It was Hera's milk, spilled immortality. It was the embers of fire, the backbone of the sky. It was, and still is, the road of eternity. So when we lift our eyes to the Milky Way, we see not only stars, we see the memory of humanity, our ancestors, our myths, our longing to know where we come from and where we go. The ancients believed that when we die, we walk this shining path. Perhaps in a way they were right, for we are made of stars, and one day we too will return to the river of souls flowing forever across the night.